just close your eyes for one moment. Let's really, really arrive tonight. Take a moment to have that sense of no matter what's been going on in your day to day, all of us have probably engaged in a wide variety of things that we put in our day, and maybe some things that nurture us as well. But take a deep breath, and when you breathe out, have a sense, I am in my body and I am 100% present as much as I can be in this moment now, but gradually more and more and more settling into being here together, knowing that what we do tonight makes a difference in the world. By enhancing for 20 minutes together how we are and aligning ourselves in the highest way that we can influence the whole of creation. And I honor tonight, deeply in my heart, honor the traditional owners of the land wherever you are and where we are here. Have a sense of connecting to the land, connecting to the ancient beings, connecting to those who are the guardians and the trustees of this incredible earth. And that we really do respect from that soul place of heart, the elders of all traditions, those are from the past that have left us a legacy. Those who we walk with now, and those who are going to be the elders of the future. And then allowing your eyes to open and have a sense of taking in a peripheral view of wherever you are, that you're not looking at me inside a small box, that as you look at my sense of presence on the screen, you can see the lights behind me, you can see the lamp, you can see the plants, you can see a peripheral view, really soft eyes. Because when you do that with your eyes, your breathing softens. Otherwise, the breathing is high up. And a little bit of what we're doing tonight does involve how skillfully we can alter our state of being through the process of our breath. We're going to use mudra as well. But as I thought and was contemplating sending out the email a few days ago to remind people about tonight, I couldn't get past the season that we've been in over the last few weeks. Some places it's really obvious, and in other places not quite so much. Here in Canberra, we live at the moment and have for a few weeks in a kaleidoscope of incredible color. It's like, you know, somebody's painted this mural just about wherever you go, and you turn your eyes and there are all the shades of autumn. And of course, the leaves falling on the ground. And in some places, even when we walked on the weekend, was that aspect of kicking the leaves, you know, as you walk through them, and that joyfulness of doing that. And I remember a time on one of our modules, very special time, and it was here in Canberra, quite a long time ago now, where we were down at the park doing an outdoor activity. And when we completed and all the different groups were starting to walk back again, something caught my eye, and it was over under the trees where there was like this thick layer of yellow leaves. And as I watched, I could see somebody lying in the leaves and just tossing the leaves up in the air and letting them come down over her. And I looked, and then I realized who it was. And one of the team was going to walk up and say, we're on our way back now. And for this person, I said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And we watched her. Everyone went back and I stayed behind. And I just watched the freedom of this person, this soul, as they allowed themselves to be fully free in that playfulness amongst the leaves. And when we were walking back, I said, "What was that like for you?" She said, "In my whole life, I have never, ever done anything like that before." And she said, "I was what was called a cotton wool baby, where when I was born, I was wrapped in cotton wool because they didn't have incubators where we lived. And I was so tiny. And from that day on, my parents always, you know, contained me, protected it from their perspective." And anyway, the next morning she said to me, "You know what I did? I went for a walk with my husband. He thought I was nuts because I did the same thing." And it was like me, I'm going, yes, that is victory. When somebody has an adventure and experience like that, and if you ever saw that person these days, you would not be seeing the same person that started that course way back. Very different soul. Our work is amazing. But coming back to the autumn, do you know, it's so important to recognize what the cycles of the seasons mean in our life. Each season has a perspective that we can live in harmony with that season, or we can be totally working against it. And it doesn't matter if you live in a state where you don't have really obvious signs, you'll get a change in the weather. But just know there are seasonal changes wherever you are. And the autumn time is definitely a time of starting to slow down, allowing yourself to move out of that place where we let ourselves be driven by rush. We rush to do this, we hurry to do something else. We've got things on our list that we want to achieve in a day. But what is the most important? It is acknowledging and knowing what inside us is giving a message that might be different to what our head is saying. And in my years of training in therapy, I worked beside a very special man. And he always said, he worked with the philosophy of the Chinese healing and many other forms as well. And he was very innovative in his way of working. And he said, if you get ill, always check what you did the season before. So say, for instance, we're in autumn now and you might be sick and you've got a flu or whatever it is that you might be going through. It's wise to look back into the summer and see, did I totally honor that season, or was I living way out of sync with what my inner wisdom was telling me? As we come into winter, it's natural when you think about it. Winter is a time when all the leaves have fallen off the tree. Prior to them falling off, they change their colors, and the colors are warm colors. We're meant to stay warm during this time and yet have that freshness of the change of the air. And, go walking, do whatever it is you need to do. But as we're coming into winter, what can we do in autumn that allows us to keep our immune system, our vitality, and our energy world really, really functional so that we stay well? So one of the things that I know works really well, of course, and I always come back to it for myself, are the fundamental basics. Am I exercising? How am I breathing? Do I check in and do pranayama? How are you breathing now? Just pause for a minute and don't change anything, but just look at yourself. How are you breathing? Would there be an enhancement if you just altered the way you sat a little? Or I'm going to do something in a little while that has a natural way of changing how we breathe and improves it. But with the dietary factors, summer is a time where we love to have all the salads and everything. As the cooler weather comes on, recognize what is a way that you can eat that nourishes you deeply. and gives you that sense of the fuel inside you to be able to achieve what you want in your life. This is a time where it's great for reflection and contemplation. It's a time for meditation. It's a time to be still. And the Dalai Lama has a beautiful statement that he said quite a long time ago. I'm going to read it. And close your eyes while I do and feel the essence of what this quote is inviting you to. Your mind should be like the tongue of a flame in a windless place, motionless and steady. Your mind should be like the tongue of a flame in a windless place, motionless and steady. So if you open your eyes, you'll see that I've actually got my flame here. Because I've moved it, it's moving. And as I talk, my breath makes it move a little bit more. But beforehand, as it sat down here beside me, it was so still. Quite beautiful. So I would like to share with you a practice tonight that is one that I always feel I associate with autumn. It's one that begins with a sense of relaxation. We're going to use a mudra, and that mudra has a very, very specific effect. And I am sure that everybody on the screen will have used that mudra before, perhaps many, many, many times. But maybe tonight it can have a fresh new association for you. And then we're going to go into a deeper place of visualization. So allow yourself to settle into your seat and be comfortable wherever you are. Initially, just twist to the side a little and then flow back to the front using the spine, and then go to the other side and then come back to the front and take your hands behind your back a little, interlock the fingers and feel the shoulders lift up. Then release the hand and lift the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and allow them to drop down. Okay. Close your eyes. Now notice whether your eyes, there's a tightness in and around them, and even behind the closed eyelids, soften your gaze. Allow the eyeballs to relax back into their sockets. Have a sense of all of the muscles surrounding the eyes now. As you breathe out, they relax. Forehead relaxes, flowing down the back of the neck into the shoulders, and the whole of your throat becomes soft and at ease. And if there's any tension in the throat, I find simply swallowing releases that. Be aware of your arms and allow your hands to rest on your lap so that the right hand is placed on top of the left one and the tip of the thumbs are touching. Notice how you breathe without trying to change your breath. Separate the hands and let each hand rest on each leg, on the thigh, and notice your breathing again. Be aware of your breath. Now bring the hands back into the mudra. It's called the Dhyana Mudra or the Zen Mudra. Dhyana, meditation, focusing. And be aware again of the breath, your beautiful breath. How has that changed from when you have the hands in this mudra and when they were separated on the thighs? The inclination with this mudra is that it instigates easily diaphragmatic breathing without you having to try in any way whatsoever, so that you're using specifically the lower part of the lungs, that deeper breath, oxygenating, taking in prana. Just by holding this mudra alone, it can have a calming effect. It re-energizes, and it has the potency for us to embody. It helps us to embody our original nature. What does that mean? Our original nature, who I really am. Allow your awareness to encompass the whole of your physical body, every part. And imagine that you are somewhere in nature where you're being embraced with the beauty, the incredible beauty of our autumn. All the colors, the magnificent colors, the yellows, the reds, the oranges, burgundy, the gold, and the healing power of the autumn colors, breathing it in, allowing it to filter through the whole of your body. And with every breath, as you breathe out, you relax a little more, become more still, silent, the mind quietening like a flame in a windless place, still and free. And allow the magic of the wisdom of autumn, the season of life, to flow into every part of your being. Allow all of the organs to be bathed in the healing color of autumn, soothed, calm, able to function in an optimal way, and your stillness grows deeper and deeper, still. And then begin, without losing the essence of what you've created, so that you can carry it into the rest of your day. Allow your awareness to come back to where you are. Draw it back, but keep the softness around your eyes and the depth of your breath. Allow your eyes to open. Staying soft, staying present. So, as you go through these next few weeks, as we walk towards the winter season, optimize your engagement with autumn and listen to the messages from within. You know, if there's a part of you that is saying, you know, if I did what I really wanted to do in this moment, it would be to do a relaxation. It would be to lie on the earth, go for a walk, or just sit, or whatever it might be. Don't miss that opportunity. Do it. You know, be accountable to yourself for choosing wisely all the time. You know, you can think back the window of wisdom. If I look through that window now, what wisdom would be revealed from that deep inner part of my world, you know, that's there all of the time. And nature reveals it to us as well. So allow the beauty of this time to seep in and to nourish you well, so that you are well prepared for what is to come, but be here now, really present. One of the thank yous that I wanted to say this time was a few weeks ago, all of the donations from the Window of Wisdom night, we raised $650. And I sent that to the group in the Southern Highlands who feed people who are homeless or those who are in risk of being homeless. And I got an email from Amanda today. I can't tell you how profusely she thanked us. She said, what we donated will help to buy the fresh food. They get a lot donated, but they've still got to buy some for 6 weeks. Isn't that fantastic? Just think of the outcome. That is awesome. So I thank everyone who contributes at any time whatsoever. But these sessions are my gift to you to enable you to have a much more productive and opportunity to come together as such a beautiful community. It's lovely for me looking around and seeing all the people who come on every time. And there's a lot more people registered than what we see on the screen, I can tell you. Do go to our website, drewyoga.com.au, and look up the events that are coming up. There's a beautiful workshop on the weekend related to meditation. And the team have put on a whole series of things over the next little while, over the next few months. We've been trying to plan, what do people need? What is going to feed into the other events and courses that we have coming up? What is going to raise people's immune system and give them that opportunity for a higher level of wellness? Don't miss the opportunity. So from me tonight, Hari Om Tat Sat. Have the most beautiful, peaceful, engaging autumnal fortnight until we meet again. It's only 2 weeks till the next time. So from now on, every 2 weeks, we'll be coming together. So thank you for being able to be online. And may this practice remember the Dhyana Mudra, right hand in the left. I'm not stipulating female side, male side, but just do that one. Thanks, Lynn. And that's so productive for your breath. No effort required. Good night, everyone. Enjoy.